whatever project I'm doing, it's part of a team. And I think this is a really key thing going forwards. That you don't feel that you're just doing it on your own, that there's a team that has come together to brainstorm the content. And I'll give you an example. We did a Shivratri program in London recently, and we wanted something that was quite accessible for everyone. And we called it Where is God in All This? And we got together and we came up with an idea of recording some little interviews with people in answer to a few basic questions, like when do they feel that they experience God in their life? How do they understand the divine source or God? And we edited them together and made a little sort of 4-minute video that we dropped into the conversation. And then we had a practice run through so that everyone knew what they were doing, and we had people doing different jobs, and you really feel that you're part of a team. And as the presenter, it's really useful to have people to say, you know, when you do this, it's not clear, or could you try a bit more like this? You know, everybody needs feedback from other people. And when you're part of a team, you can give each other feedback, and it's not just one person putting it on. So I really think team teamwork makes the dream work. You know, that's the phrase, isn't it? Work makes the dream work. And I think that's really a great way to go. So if one center is hosting an event, other centers can play the supporting role. And then, like we've done for today's event, we've created a little WhatsApp group so that we can communicate with each other during the event, and we can say, what do you think? Shall we not have the meditation as long, or shall we do this? You can talk to each other. And you know, when we were doing the masterclass series, I had Sister Pratibha in South Africa who was part of the recording process, and she would often say, you haven't talked about this, or could you talk a bit more about that, or it wasn't very clear that point they made, could you ask that question again? So it's just someone who is giving feedback to whatever job it is that you're doing, whether it's technical, whether it's presenting, whatever. I think teamwork makes the dream work.
Marion, je geluid staat uit.
More questions to Philippa?
Well, I think
on gallery view to have a look.
I was just going to show you my little lion. Can you see?
It's really nice. Yeah, it's really nice.
So I stick that just underneath the camera, and now I'm talking to the lion.
Nice.
And the lion is saying courage. And it just gives something for your eyes to focus on. Otherwise, your eyes are just wandering around all over the place.
Yeah.
So get a little picture of Baba or a lion or whatever you want, and just put it underneath your camera, and then talk to the lion. Talk to the...
You don't work with the laptop at the moment, because then I will not see anything. What kind of a camera do you use then? No, I wasn't.
So let me show you my camera, because I did talk about a camera. So I'm just going to switch to the other camera and just show you.
Yeah, show Philippa. Yeah.
Yeah. So this just sits on top of your screen. And there's the camera in the middle. But this is now using, this is an Apple Mac, so it's a reasonably good camera. But then when I switch to using this camera, it's better. It gives a much better picture. So this is just something that you just plug into the USB on the back of your device, and it increases your picture quality actually by quite a lot. And also you can set whether you want a wide angle view or a narrow view. You can control the color of the picture. It's quite good. So this one is made by Logitech. That's the name of the company. And it's a high definition 1080 camera.
All right. I think it was good you showed us.
Mm.
It really makes a difference, and it's easy to see the difference if you show it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was the same with the sound. You didn't show the difference in sound, Philippa. Can you show us that too?
I can do that.
Yeah.
So so can you hear me still? So now this is using the built-in camera.
Yeah, it's very blik, like blik we say in Dutch. I don't know what blik is, like a container. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And because my mouth is now a lot further away from the microphone, you're suddenly picking up a lot of other different sounds. Someone's playing a piano, you can possibly hear that. If it was windy, you would hear the wind. It just feels a little bit more distant. It doesn't feel quite so intimate. Yeah. So now I go back to my other camera, my other mic. And now here I am using the other microphone. And you can hear me as if I'm just sat in front of you.
It's quite a big difference. It's quite a big difference, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. So Arnold, I'm hearing you. You're sounding a little bit echoey. You're sat quite a long way away from your microphone. So it's creating the feeling of quite an echo. So each little thing that you do improves a lot. So the better microphone improves the sound, a better light improves the lighting, a better camera improves the picture quality. And you know, these are investments, but if your service is going to be doing presentations using your computer, which I think going forwards, how else are we going to reach out to the millions of people in the world? It's going to have to be through the medium of this technology. And you're making an investment for the future so that you look professional, you sound professional, and what you say will be taken as a professional. So, you know, it's something to think about.
Yes, what I just was thinking, you can, of course, experiment, but it is an investment. So I'm just wondering, you know, just to know what is the right quality, so that it's just one time you need to invest instead of, oh, it just wasn't it what I was looking for, and you need to do it again.
No, absolutely. So I took a little bit of advice. I spoke to Brother Eric in Montreal, and he works in television, and he gave me the tip of finding a Logitech camera. And I've been quite clever with it. So I waited until it was, we have Black Friday deals, and I managed to get things, you know, like half price and things, or in the sale, you know, things come in the sale. This is a Yeti microphone. And then I just spaced it out. So like every 3 months, I invested in one more bit of equipment, a new light, a new camera, a new microphone. And the thing you can do is you can take a screenshot of yourself and get feedback from people. You know, does my backdrop look interesting? Does the lighting look balanced? And give each other feedback. And then, you know, in our little small group, we actually spent our time working on each other's backdrop. And just with a few small changes, we managed to improve people, how they came across hugely, just by making a few changes, moving a curtain to one side, angling the computer towards a wall rather than the way it was facing. You know, you can make big changes without spending money, and then the investments will make it even better still.
What was the name of the microphone, Philippa? Can you repeat?
Yeah, so this is called a Yeti, Y-E-T-I. And it's a Yeti Blue. and you know it comes on a stand, and then you buy separately this little black cover which just stops any popping sounds, you know, like when you speak into a microphone sometimes you hear p -p -p. That just stops the popping.
So that also helps if there is a lot of acoustic, like in my place. That's yeah.
So Pauline, I'm hearing acoustic issues for you.
Yeah.
So you need to think about rugs on the floor, or maybe even being in a different room. But you look stunning. Your lighting is gorgeous, and you're nicely close to the camera, and your backdrop. I don't know how you've achieved that, but it looks lovely. It's very soft and ethereal. So you know you can give each other feedback in this way.